to the Most High.
All praises.
Fisherman for Zion coming at you with a breakdown, basically telling our people what's going to happen in the last days, examining yourself, just getting straightly to the scriptures. Fisherman for Zion, Brother Hosea,
Brother y'all all
coming at you again, doing the work, staying diligent. All praise to our forefathers, our foremothers, to the ones that's out there doing the truth, and most importantly, Yahweh Shah, man, our Father, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, all praise. And to the brothers on the highways and hedges, doing the work, staying steadfast in His truth, putting all afflictions and trials and tribulations aside, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of the ability, and all the camps, and to the Aquawives in the house, taking care of the household while the man leaves and do his work for the Lord. So we're going to get right to it, man. It's a lot of things that's going to be happening these last days. You got to pick your chin up, put your feelings aside, put your pride aside, and, you know what I'm saying, and follow the book, man. Seek out of the holy book. So it's a lot of things that's going to be going on. We in the fourth quarter right now. It's the playoffs. We don't got time to be worried about, we hurt, worried about, we can't continue to go on. You know, we living in some treacherous, some perilous times, man. It ain't time to be worried about, what your cousin doing and worried about what your homeboy doing over here. You mess around, your day can come, man. These literally some scary times, man. Some scary hours. You can't be worried about, you're going back into the world. If you know this truth and you in this truth, you gotta continue to go forth. So with that, man, let me get 1 Peter chapter 2, like chapter 4, verse 16. It's a lot of things we gotta do. It's a lot of things that's required. Enduring, fasting, praying. If you're not praying, that's a problem. You should already examine yourself and say, my spirit is off if I can't pray, if I don't want to pray. So bring that out.
1 Peter 4 and 16.
Come on.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian.
As a what?
As a Christian.
As an Israelite. As a believer of Christ. As a believer that the Most High is going to come back and redeem us, man. Read.
Let him not be ashamed.
Not what?
Let him not be ashamed.
There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be ashamed in these last days, man. Ashamed of wearing fringes. Ashamed of going out on highways and hedges. Ashamed, what Esau got prepared for them. Read.
But let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf.
On this behalf, man, you gotta glorify your sufferings, your trials, your tribulations, man. You gotta glorify your pain, your weaknesses. You gotta glorify that so you can get built up in the spirit, so you can store up that oil, man. Because roughly paraphrasing, the scripture said there was people going around trying to buy oil from other people, man. And them last days, man, it was too late. Your oil is gone, man. It's the fourth quarter. Time is literally almost over, man. Finish that?
Sit on there. Oh, you want verse 17?
Come.
Verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh.
Man, we close to the Messiah, man. We close to the Most High. As soon as I get off work, I'm going home, checking on my kids. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how they kept things up, seeing if they tore the house up. So, as soon as I get off, hey, I'm on the way. Are y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing? Have you did your chores? That's how the Most High look at us, man. We His children. When He comes back, he gonna be worried about us first. Finish that.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
That obey not the gospel of the Most High. Those that despise the word of the Lord. Those that don't want to keep the law, statutes, commandments, man. What is it gonna be like for them in these last days? You know, you knew this truth, or you don't want to deal with it no more, or you hear it, you don't believe it, you don't want to believe it, you know, because you don't want to follow the law, statutes, commandments. You don't want to keep the feast days, the holy days, the Sabbath. You don't want to stop eating pork. What is it gonna be like for you? That's what you need to be saying when you read this book of the holy word, man. Let me get 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. You gotta examine yourself in these last days. It's a lot of things that you dealing with that you might not even know. It's gonna be hard for you to try to get all those things together one day, 1 week, 1 month.
I got a precept before we get that. This is Sirach chapter 2,
Bring it up.
in verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare your soul for temptation, man. Drinking the same cup as Hamashiach, man. Christ, you know, hung on the tree, being spit in the face, being beaten, being lied to, been castrated for days and weeks. Gotta drink of that same cup. What they did to him, they gonna do that to us. Second Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Mm-hmm.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves,
Uh-huh.
covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection.
Without natural affection. This is going into what's going on now and what's going to continue to go on in those days, man. Scary times, man. Some ruthless, some risk times, man. That's what perilous mean. The meaning of perilous, man, is risk, danger. People gonna be risking everything, all, man. That do it thou wilt spirit, man. They saying if you don't get this vaccine, you're not gonna work no more. If you got the coronavirus, or if your daughter, your son, your wife, your mom got the coronavirus, y'all gotta be isolated, man. Living in some risky times, man. It ain't time. Now is not the time to be worried about, oh, I need to get all the money I can get so I can buy all the food I can buy. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to try to run it up. I need to try to get my credit up, man. Credit ain't gonna be able to help you in that day, man. You ain't gonna be able to get no house when your house shot say, hey, this place got to be burnt up. World War III. Continue. 3 and verse 3.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
That are what?
That are good.
Uh-huh.
Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Some prideful spirits, some traitors, some people that's gonna be turning you over to the government, man. Yeah, my cousin, he's an Israelite, man. You know, I need some money. What can you give me in exchange for him, man? There's gonna be a lot of that stuff going on in these last days, man. Now ain't the time to be worried about the wrong thing, man. You gotta come back, and if you never been with the word, with the Lord, you gotta examine yourself and go down that road. Verse 5.
Verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away.
Uh-huh.
For of this sort are they which creep into houses, and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
With lust, man. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna stray away from this truth, because in those times, man, they gonna be giving up to their own affection, man. They're gonna be wanting to lay down to escape this guilty feeling of being an Israelite. You know, it's a lot of things that come when you're known of your nationality and your heritage, that you're not a black man, that you're not a black woman. You know, it's people that's gonna be dealing with their own, things that they feel like, oh, I can't handle this. It's too hot. You know, it's getting hot out here, man. I can't be walking around saying I'm an Israelite when they said, there's FEMA camps for me, there's guillotines for me. All this is going on because of us. The chosen children of God, man. Continue.
Verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
You won't be able to come to the knowledge of the truth if you don't want to follow along, man. Follow along this race, this marathon. Let's deal with denying, man. There's a lot of denying going on nowadays in these last days, man. Let me get Matthew 24 and 24. Will you deny the Most High in that day, man? It's a lot of people denying the Most High when they don't want to keep the law, statutes, commandments. That's the same thing. It's in the same guidelines. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 24. For there shall arise false Christ.
It's like 26 and 69. It's like Matthew 26 and 69.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 69.
Mm-hmm.
Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee.
We with Yahushua, man, when we keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
We with Yahushua when we fall and we get back up and say, I've fallen short of your glory. Cleanse me, renew me a right spirit and a right mind. Give me enough so I can continue to go on, so I won't be prideful. We with Yahushua. Read.
But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him
again,
and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath,
again,
I do not know the man. And after a while came unto him they that stood by, and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them,
one Israelite,
for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man.
Again, denying. This is a mighty brother, man. Okay. That did the work, that had the faith. A mighty brother. So you gotta ask yourself that. I'm guaranteed I'm gonna make it into the kingdom, man. There's no guarantee, man. Peter denied the Most High, man. It's some scary hours, man. Scary days ahead of us, man. So if Peter did this, what can you say about yourself? What can I say about myself? What can this brother say about himself? Right. We don't know what we're gonna do in that day. That's why we gotta continue to meditate day and night. People always say it usually takes about 3 months to continue to break old habits, to continue to go along and be able to know yourself. If I'm always waiting to the last minute to do something, I'm gonna be late getting somewhere all the time, man. You gotta break those habits, man. You gotta meditate day and night, not just on a Sabbath, not just on a day that you dealing with your flesh, not just on a day that you got death in the family, man. You gotta be meditating day and night and asking them, the Most High, to take not the Holy Spirit from you, man, so you won't deny Him in them days, man. Go back to Matthew 24 and 24. We can touch on that as well. It's a lot of things that's gonna be, scary in these last days, man. People might even be wetting their pants, man. Right. Using the bathroom on themselves. It's some stuff they ain't never seen, man. Bring that out.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders.
Great signs and wonders. It's a lot of signs taking place, man. It's a lot of things that are taking place that's passing before your eyes. People just not having a care in the world. You know, they gonna remember that. They gonna remember that. You know, the Most High gave you chance after chance after chance, show you all kind of signs and wonders. You know, allow you to escape all kind of, you know, judgment, allow you to overcome, and here you are. Now, read.
Insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Shall do what?
They shall deceive the very elect.
Man, it's a lot of deceiving. It's about to take place in these last days. That's already taking place, and that still got to come. It's a lot of prophecies that got to be revealed. You know, we coming up on the 5th seal, man. You know, you got to understand this stuff. You got to continue to ask for wisdom and knowledge and discernment. You know, good judgment, what you should do, what you should not do. You know, you should always go to the Most High before anything, before you make a move, before you even ask for a promotion of the job. Father, is this the right thing to do? You know, I don't want to just be asking for a promotion just to get more money. You know, is this the right thing to do? You know, would they ask me to come on the Sabbath to work? You know, would they ask me to do things that's not according to your laws? It's a lot of laws in spiritual Babylon, man. Right. We got to be following along the laws in this holy book, man. Finish that.
Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth.
Go not forth. You know, you gotta be watching and trying to, you know, see what's right, what's wicked, and what's holy. With that being said, let me get 1 John 3:23. Hold that. We're gonna come back to that. You know, because people gonna tell you all kind of things, man. They're gonna tell you to go this way. They're gonna tell you to go that way. But we want to hear from the word of the Lord, man. We don't want to hear from the book, man. Right. Bring it out.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 23. And this is his commandment.
And this is his commandment. This is what the Lord say. This ain't what Brother Hosea say. This ain't what Brother Joel say. This is what the Lord say, man. Not Fisherman for Zion. Read.
That we should believe on the name of his son Yahushua HaMashiach. And love one another as he gave us commandment.
Gave us commandment.
And he that keepeth his commandments dwelleth in him. And he in him.
Dwelleth in him. You keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. You know, the Most High is going to dwell in you. His spirit will direct you. Tell you where to go. Tell you what not to do. Read.
And hereby we know that he abideth in us. By the spirit which he hath given us. That's it on that.
Come on, go back to yeah, so you gotta be examining yourself and doing what you should be doing to obtain the kingdom in these last days, man. Right. Because this is not a kingdom on this earth, man. You know, saying, oh, we gotta be quarantined. You know, we can't even walk up to our brother and talk to our brother. Hey, 6 feet apart. You know, they had a gun in your head telling you to get in the house at 9 o'clock. What the hell is going on, man? I thought you know this was a free country, man. Right. You mean to tell me I can't go to work if I ain't got a vaccine? What is that? Read.
24 and
yeah, go back. 24 and 26.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 26. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers.
That's the Antichrist, man.
Believe it not.
Believe it not, man. It's a lot of Antichrist doctrines out here, man. It's a lot of wicked spirits out here, man. You know, they want you to serve the new and upcoming new world order. Right. You know, their religion. You know, they want you to take their riches and their glory. You know, take this RFID chip. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's got to take place, man. And why? You gotta ask yourself, why is all this going on, man? If the Most High didn't put these things on you, who would you fear? You know, the Most High is in control of all of this, man. You know, you gotta go through this because you fell off, because you didn't want to listen to Moses, because you chose to go after your own lust, your own God, worship their God. There's a lot of people gonna be worshiping their God, man. One world religion, you know, one world government. You know, they're gonna be trying to fight the Most High. Can't fight no chariot, man. Let me get Mark 4:19. Can't you, man? It's a lot of stuff that gotta take place and it's going on these last days, man. So yeah, we fear the Lord, man. We stand steadfast. We fasting, praying that the Most High keep the Spirit on us, so we won't lose this Spirit, man. You don't want to do that, man. It's the fourth quarter. It's the playoffs. You know, like any other thing in this world, man. NFL, the NBA, you lose, you going home, man. That's it. It's over. There ain't no coming back. Read
the book of Mark, chapter 4, and verse 19. And the cares of this world.
And the what?
And the cares of this world.
Man, it's a lot of caring going on in this world that's going to be destroyed, man. World War III. You know, you caring for these things, BMW, trying to get a car, trying to get the best credit, 850 credit score. You know, you caring for things that's going to be pretty much destroyed, man. Hold it. Let me get Haggai 1 and 8, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, Haggai was trying to say you putting treasures in a bag with holes in them. Is that it? 1 and 8.
Go up to it now.
Can't read. Yeah.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 8. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house.
Is it 1 and 8?
That was 1 and 8 that I was just reading.
It's verse 6. Start at 6.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6. You have sown much.
Yeah, did what?
You have sown much.
Labor, man. We built this town, man.
Right.
We got our backs beat in, stripped from every name we ever known. From my brother got stripped from his name. You know, my sister, you know, her sister, her mama, you know, gotta work 40 hours just to, you know, make enough just to pay the light bill. Still ain't got enough to buy no food. You know, we gotta take loans out to pay that bill. Read.
And bring in little.
And do what?
And bring in little.
It's still not enough, man.
Right.
So now you working, barely making it. So now you gotta continue to fight just to bring in more. Work overtime. That's what the scripture was saying. You ain't gonna be able to enjoy your children, man, because you got to stay at work all day, man. So you can provide, so you can get groceries, you know, and then if you want to get food stamps, you gotta bow down to them, you know. Then you gotta get all these tests and vaccines and shots, you know, putting all type of poison in you just to get a food stamp card, as they say. Read.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Still hungry. This is in this captivity right now because we didn't obey the law, statutes, commandments. So now we got to go through all this, and we fearing the Lord. So now we got to come together and figure out what we need to do so we can escape this. Read.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Got to buy water. Water come out the sky. What is that? Read.
Yea, clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Bag with holes, man. You working day and night with Esau sitting across the street, just pulled up with a 2022, ain't even came out yet, and you sitting on the side of the road, man, calling AAA, man. Hey, can you come pick me up? I'm running late from work.
All right.
I'm about to get fired. What is that? You gotta examine yourself, man. This stuff is going on in these last days, man. This is not our kingdom. We shouldn't be thriving and feeling comfortable in this society. You know, we should be grabbing our brother, saying, "Hey, brother, you know, we Israelites, man. We gotta come back. We gotta keep the law, statutes, commandments, man." Go back to what was that, Mark? Mark 4:19.
The book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 19. And the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches.
This is going on in the last days, man. This is not the time to be worried about the wrong things that is not going to benefit you. Your soul is at stake. Your soul is more valuable than anything you can purchase. Your soul is what's most important. You can't be trying to go to the left thinking you can make it on your own. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going to your right thinking you can do it on your own. You know, the scriptures say lean not on your own understanding, man.
Right.
You know, your ways are not the most high ways. Your thoughts is not the most high thoughts, man. Read.
And the lust of other things entering in choke the word.
Do what?
Choke the word.
Choke the word, man. A lot of people hear this word, man. They get excited. Man, you know, I love it, man. You know, this word make me feel, you know, feel like I'm somebody, man. But what? What did it say?
Choke the word. Salaki. And the lust of other things entering in choke the word. And it becometh unfruitful.
Unfruitful, man. You know, they worried about the wrong thing. They hear this truth for the first time, or they doing the law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, they lose their job. You know, what happened to that fire that you had, man, when you first heard about this news, man? You didn't think you was gonna be tried, man. You didn't think you was gonna have to suffer. Well, you gotta hold on to that. This society about to collapse. This economic system about to collapse, man. You ain't gonna be able to eat. So if you ain't been fasting, man, you got to get on board, man. You got to get on them ships that we had to get on. Deuteronomy 28:68. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back on this thing. Can't be trying to escape because you withered off and you slivered, you fail. Righteous man falls 7 times, that the scriptures say, man. You got to come back and say, Lord, I'm sorry. I fell short of your glory. You know, give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, push me to the right people to teach me the word, show me the word, things that I don't understand, break things down for me that I can understand. Right? Read.
Verse 20. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit.
You receive it, you know. Oh man, I'm gonna hold on to that. You know, that's good. I need that. Read.
Some 30-fold, and some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, Is a candle brought to be put under a bushel, or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick?
Where you gonna store your oil at? You know, if you're not trying to do the right thing, if you're not trying to serve the Most High, you know, you're basically saying, you basically telling the Messiah, you know, you didn't have to die for me. That's basically what you're saying. Finish that and then let me get Sirach 32 and 17.
Verse 22. For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested.
There ain't nothing here. You shouldn't be hiding your works, man. You shouldn't be you know, going around the brothers and teaching the Bible and you know what I'm saying, acting holy, and then all of a sudden when you get by yourself, you know, you just basically doing what you want to do. That's a hypocrite, man. Read.
Neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad.
Come abroad. Let me get Sirach chapter 32, verse 17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 32, and verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved.
A sinful man will not be reproved, man. A sinful man is a prideful man. Not being reproved, you know, somebody rebuke you, they tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and then you just like, well, I ate that pork, but it was just that one time, and plus I didn't have nothing else to eat. So you mean to tell me when the Most High come back, you gonna look this man in his face and say that's all I had to eat after he told you it was an abomination? Read.
But findeth an excuse according to his will.
According to his will, man. That's what these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are doing now. They finding an excuse according to their own will. And with that, we saying you got to keep the law, statutes, commandments, man. We living in the last days. It's not time to be worried about, you know, what's going to happen if, you know, you fall short and you don't feel worthy of getting back up. You know, the Most High died for you.
Right.
The Messiah died for you. So you still got time right now. If you breathing, if you watching this, if you hearing this word, you still got time. So you can get back up and do the works. Keep the faith. And with that being said, Fisherman for Zion, Brother Hosea,
But y'all are
all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
all praises.
Shalom.